Yes, Jon Jones is back. He's going to be fighting Cyril Gane at UFC 235. It's gonna be a great fight, isn't it? Jon Jones has been out, hasn't it, for like 3 years. He's been preparing to fight heavyweight for like 3 years. Every time he's posting videos. Lifting weights. Hitting pads, and finally, he's gonna do the leap. He's supposed to be fighting originally Francis Ngannou, wasn't it? And that was the fight that everyone wanted to see, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? And Jon Jones' first fight, against Francis Ngannou. Like I said, Ngannou's a monster, but unfortunately, he's not agreed terms with the UFC and he's left. So Cyril Gane's gonna be fighting him. He had a title shot recently, didn't he, against Ngannou, and he just lost in a close fight. He's a good fighter, isn't it? Good striker, good seems like good kickboxer, tall, same height as probably Jones, and he's battered, the fights I've seen him he's really looked really good. Do you know what I mean? Battered Derek Lewis and battered Australian guy. I can't remember his name is Ty something. So against them guys, he battered them, innit? And he looks good, man. He looks like a really, really, really good fighter. Do you know what I mean? And he's gonna give Jones a lot of problems, especially standing up in it. And then the Francis fight. Also, people saying that Francis took the fight to the ground, didn't he? And Gane struggled a bit, didn't he? So everyone's saying that Jones is gonna, take him to the ground. He's got a wrestling advantage, obviously. But to be honest, like I said, Jones is not really wrestled much, has he? Past three fights, I think he tried to take. His last few fights have been disappointing. Against Santos, he had like one leg, couldn't finish him, couldn't do much, and against what's his name? What's his face? Dominic Reyes, he lost. I believe he lost that fight. He should have given Reyes a rematch. Do you know what I mean? He should have given Reyes a rematch. Simple as that, man. He's not looked good in the last two fights. He's not really. I think he tried to fight. I mean, he tried to take down Reyes. He took him down, but he's not. He's struggled, hasn't he? He struggled to take these guys down. He struggled to take Anthony Smith down. Do you know what I mean? He took him down, and Smith got back up. So what's to say that he's gonna easily take down Gane? Do you know what I mean? It's heavyweights, the big guys, big power. And it's his first fight coming up. So everyone's just dismissing Gane, saying it's gonna be an easy win for Jones. I don't know, man. Like I said, but Jones is the GOAT, so we'll see in it. I mean, GSP has come back before, hasn't he? And he beat Bisbee, didn't he? He didn't fight for years, moved up in weight for Bisbee middleweight, and he beat him. So the talent's there with Jones. He's the GOAT. But to me, heavyweights, it's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So it took him a long time to come there. He believes in himself. Like I said, I feel like Gane is a good fighter as well, and it's going to be a really tough fight. You know what I mean? I'd slightly favour Jones, but we'll see in it. I want to see Jones prove it. He's coming to heavyweight. Like I said, I'm not being impressed with the last few performances. Like I said, with Reyes and what's his name, fucking Santos. Do you know what I mean? Not really been that impressed. Probably his last impressive performance was against when he stopped. What's his face? When he stopped Gustafsson. That was a good fight, enjoyable. Smith fight was, he dominated. It was alright. It was a decent fight, but his last two performances have been shit, mate. Not gonna lie, he should have gave Dominic Reyes a rematch. Do you know what I mean? But here's what it is. One thing with Jones is whether it's a close fight and all that or whatever, all these fighters who fight are never the same. Santos never the same again. Smith never the same again. Dominic Reyes not been the same since. So, Jones, it takes a lot out of you just fighting Jones. So he's the GOAT for a reason. So I'm gonna pick him to beat Gane. Just about. I'm gonna take Jones. We'll see how he does.